All right, here we go again, Fernie. You ready? Okay, so I'm going to talk about adding some windows to, like a game window to the eFlask game. So once again, we just have that basic starter code for Allegro that you used in the very first Allegro assignment. And all I've done is I just, like, right in the middle after this clear to color is I've jammed in the code for a little dungeon crawler here. Mine is stupid. Mine is only 3 rooms. Okay. Yours will probably be way better than mine. Okay. And then I got rid of, the flip display is going to be inside the game loop, but not inside that switch. So here's the end of your while loop. And here's the end of the switch that determines what room you're in. And then I got rid of that AL rest at the end because we have a game loop at this point, so we don't have to like force the thing to stay open anymore, just like the first semester kids. Okay, so let me just really quick test it to make sure that it's running good stuff in the console. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like. You're still going to have the game run from the console like first semester, but you're just going to have the ability to have real pictures over here. So let's just test my code, make sure I didn't do anything dumb. Okay, this seems to be working. Okay. Alright. And there's no escape. If you notice, my while loop has no, it's just a infinite loop here, so there's no getting out of this game. You play it forever. So what I'm going to do now is, just like with the daily code today where you had to have primitives in there, I'm going to include another Allegro helper library. But this one's going to be image.h instead of primitives where you're drawing your own shapes. Images is where it's exactly what it sounds like. And like before, whenever you use a helper library, you have to have that initialization for it. And then you have to go over here and hook it up in. It's not a problem that this still stays on from the last assignment, but I definitely want to turn on the image. A lot of the advanced kids just right away just turn everything on here so they don't have to go back and turn anything on later. Okay, so far so good? Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to create an Allegro variable, just kind of like the thing that holds the disk. Whoa! Sorry, my laptop's a little funky sometimes. It's very sensitive. To hold the image that we're going to have. Oh no, it's bitmap. There we go, sorry. And this can be this part here could be anything you want. I'm just going to call it image, emerge. And we're not going to put anything in it right away because we haven't actually initialized the library that would put something in it. But as soon as you've initialized the library, so anywhere underneath here, you're going to run this other function, AL load bitmap, and what do you want the initial picture to be? Okay, we don't have anything called cave.jpg, but we are going to very soon. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to load different pictures. So the initial screen's a cave, but then in each room I'm going to load a different picture. So in case 1, well, case 1 is the room, so that's going to be the cave. We'll reload the cave. Alright, so room 1 is the cave. And then room 2 is going to be... Room 2 is going to be the waterfall. Okay. And then room 3 is going to be the... Okay, so far so good? Alright, and make sure that you are flipping the display inside the while loop. This is kind of our render section. I'm putting that in air quotes right now because it's not really doing a whole lot. And now what you need to do I think this would give us an error message if we tried to run it, because it would look for this file and be like, we don't have anything called that. So let's look for an RPG picture. Ooh. Ooh. That one looks sufficiently creepy. Okay, so we're going to save this thing, and you do have to save it. Remember how last semester we were saving the music, or yesterday really, you have to save the music in the right place? You have to make sure this is being saved in the right place too. Oh, and you know what? I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, so just call me over if you have a hard time figuring out where this thing is saved to, but it's that inner folder. And make sure that you name it the same thing. So we named ours cave.jpg, that's what the code's looking for. Okay, and now let's look for a... Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you... Come on for me.
I know what song you're singing, but I don't know the lyrics.
That came out like when I was in high school. And then what was the last one? Field? Did I say field or did I say grass? I said grass? I'm going to search for field though. Because who knows what bad images we're going to give me. Search for grass. Here we go. Look at that. That's beautiful. Okay, so let's see if this works. Control F5. Uh-oh, it's not showing up right away. I know how to fix that. Let's see if it shows up later. So we're going to go east. Oh no. Okay. Let me pause this and fix. Okay. I'm super embarrassed. I forgot about this. You need this function called draw bitmap. And we didn't call it image. We call it image. And this is where it's getting drawn. So let's just have this be in the top corner. 0 and 0. Okay. There we go. All right. Let's try it now. Does it work now? No, not on the first screen. Does it work once we go in the rooms? East. It's dying. Okay. We're back. I made a couple mistakes there. Let me show you what I fixed here. Okay, so number one, with this AL load bitmap, I was forgetting to actually put that into the image that we're drawing later on. See that? You need this, whatever you call your variable that's going to hold the image has to be set equal to AL load bitmap. Then you can actually draw that bitmap. So before we even enter the game loop, I do draw your initial cave to the screen. And then I added, instead of having like a render section, I'm just having it load, draw, and flip in each room. Okay? Does that make sense? You have image load bitmap, draw bitmap, flip display, and I have that in each room. Make sense? A little bit? Okay. And yeah. So, you had a question about why. So here's your beautiful cave. So if we go west, we go to the waterfall. And if we go east, we're back in the cave. And if we go east again, we're at the field. And you said, well, why is that just a little picture in the corner? It's because the picture I got, the downloaded picture, is that size. So you need to either open this up and paint and expand it, which will make it super pixely and awesome. Or just find a series of pictures that are all the same size. Does that make a little bit of sense? You can also draw your own pictures in paint, which would be awesome. Okay, you should also get pictures of your classmates in these games, for sure. They'd like that.